Now tell me about that one.
Yeah, this one I built during the pandemic, the first few months when it all shut down.
Yeah.
I bought a bunch of parts, and I've always been tweaking on guitars.
Yeah.
I mean, ever since I was a kid, I had a soldering iron and changing pickups and, you know, reading reviews in magazines and, you know, ordering pickups from America.
Sure.
And, so I've always been kind of fooling around with this stuff. But this one I thought, well, and a lot of us, you know, had to sell gear to kind of get through. We didn't know how long we were going to be out, you know.
Right.
So I sold my 57 Tele, and I thought, well, I'll just make one out of parts that I know work and that are right, you know. And so I bought this body. It's an MJT body off of eBay, and I got in touch with Ron Ellis, and he sent me some amazing pickups. And I was also talking to Gene Parsons, because I'd already had a bender and another guitar that I had years ago. And he said, man, I know you guys are going through a tough time. I'll do you a great deal on a B bender. So it, you know, it all sort of came together. And then I watched some videos on YouTube about shaping necks. And so I bought some files, just got in the garage and started figuring out what felt right. And
did you make the neck?
I bought the blank from Lindy Fralin.
Okay.
From his website, which is a really big U shape.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of
I
just kind of whittled away at it and got it feeling like a soft V, and it's a nice light guitar, and I got this pickup that I love from Ron. It's his broadcaster pickup, flat pole pickup, and I said, man, it'd be great if there was a neck pickup that matched the ferociousness of the bridge. And he came up with a recipe for this, which he calls the killer, because it's a word I overuse. He said, you call everything killer. And I was like, wow, everything you make is.
Yeah, right.
So it just kind of all came together. And then I built my son a little Esquire, like from one of those Stu Mac kits, you know? So we spent the first few months working on guitars and painting his. We painted it Sonic Blue. And,
God, that's great.
yeah, it was really fun.
So your self-made parts caster replacing your 57.
Yeah.
Do you still miss the 57?
I don't miss it, man.
Yeah.
I don't miss it. You know,
man.
I got a lot of sweet memories with my boy because of this.
Yeah.
And I got so many miles on this now that it just feels so custom for me and what I want out of a Tele that I love this guitar.
God, man, well, on the intro, it sounded fabulous. I love that.
Thanks, man.
When you play a Tele, you get everything out of it, like every sound, you know?
I try to, you know. I mean, I feel like all our heroes played one guitar, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, I've talked to Guthrie about this.
Yeah.
Like, all those guys, you know, B.B. King, he played a 335, and, you know, Jimmy
SRV.
Page, we know. I mean, he played a Tele too, but yeah, SRV.
Yeah.
And so I was like, if you had to have one, you got to be able to get as much out of it as you can. And, well, you know that, playing gigs, it's like you have the one that you know is your old reliable.
Yeah. What gets me are guys that like Jared James Nichols does so much with one P90. I'm like, man.
Yeah.
How?
That's next level.
Yeah. But I mean, you know.
I gotta have a neck pickup.
I know, I do.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it blows me away too.
Oh, yeah, it blows me away that his one seems so limited. But
yeah.
Anyway, God, man, that turned out killer. Sounds amazing. And,
thanks, man.
And I don't know, it looks like...
Came out great.
It looks kind of like the ones I've always seen you playing.
Yeah. Ash bodies, maple necks.
Yeah. Do you know what it weighs, light-ish?
It's like 7 pounds, I think, even with the B-bender in it. I started with a really light one-piece body because I knew the bender might add a little bit. They really don't, though. It pretty much evens out by the time he takes the wood out.
Right. And Gene actually did that?
Yeah.
God, that's...
Yeah.
That's so... The guy.
Yeah, he's the sweetest.
Yeah,
man.
what a legacy.
So cool. Yeah.
Okay, well, that is fabulous. So that's your number one.
Yeah.
And then over here you got... Let me roadie for you.
Oh, thanks, man.
You got this...
Yeah, this has become my... I've been using this on every session, man. And this is a strange beast.
Yeah.
This is a Guild ST-403, they call it.
Wow.
And they've only made them for a few years in the late 60s. And it's basically a Guild version of a Kessel, you know.
Yeah, sure.
So it's fully hollow, and they originally came with Guild humbuckers, but someone chopped it for these, I think they're old Seymour Duncan 59s from the 80s. And I just love this guitar, man. Like, I can play swing, if I want to play swing on it. Let's see. I'm gonna have to fix that before the show.
Yeah. Other than the short,
Yeah.
it really,
When it works.
Yeah.
It's super balanced.
God.
The outputs are balanced really nice. And I love the tinky middle sound,
Right. Oh, yeah.
you know?
Oh, man.
It's got a voice, you know?
Yeah, and I just love they really went with it. You know, I mean, the weird offset and this staircase kind of.
I know.
God,
It's cool, right?
it's so cool. And it looks like a spruce top, and
Yeah. It's, I love the neck shapes of the Guilds too. They're always really comfortable. You know, it's got the classic thing where it's peeling off, you know, the overlay,
yeah,
which they all do. They all shrink and
Yeah.
peel off, and that'll be another project I'll have to get to
yeah.
one of these days. But yeah, I've been using this a lot.
Yeah,
It's
that
a good,
is-
it's a really good rocker too, man. Like, you know,
Oh, God, that's great.
it's fun, right?
Does that? I bet that can really get away from you. That hollow body
Oh yeah.
feedback. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll be chasing it tonight.
Yeah, right. Right. When you guys are in full flight, drums are rocking.
Yeah, man, feedback's fun.
Oh yeah, yeah. You bet.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about that in the studio, but it's been a good alternative, humbucker alternative
Yeah.
to, you know, Gibsons, which I love, but I'm so used to the scale length
Right.
of the Fender that I often fight with those classic Gibson guitars, which I love the sound of. But this gets me where, you know, comfortable, and then I can get that sound.
So it's a long scale.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it feels like the Tele to me.
God, that's great.
Yeah.